Welcome, people of Earth. I'm your host, Gamma Exia, and this is episode 5 of the Domino School Tournament. In the last episode, we have Imori defeating Trudge in a tense duel. Following by that, Andrew and Jessica face off with two Windex battling for the skies, where Jessica claims victory. Now, for episode 5, the first duel is Bikura versus Josh. Let's begin the duel. Bikura versus Josh. We got Josh's ritual card of Theme River versus Bikura's Burn Deck. Let's do this one in the first match in the first episode, in episode 5. It's time to duel. It looks like Bikura's going to struggle in the first round, only having 3 trap cards with reinforcements. And we've got an appetite, a goal with an appetite. Both will back and destroy each other. And we've got Monsters Reborn bringing back the goal with an appetite. We actually see this is probably the best example of two dark decks, like opposite things. While Josh deck deals with strong level 1600 monsters and deals a lot of damage while try getting his theme monster out. We do actually see Bikura with his burn deck doing actual damage to his opponent without even attacking the opponent. But Bikura loses the Mask of Darkness and brings back reinforcements. To me, I would have brought back Dark Hole, but that's just me. Oh, and we've got a Goblin of the zombie in tap mode. I would have put it face down in defense, but that was just me as well. And we've got the Wicked Phantom attacking. And sadly to say, 600 life points both with an appetite, and the Goblin zombie goes to the grave. And the Wicked Phantom shows his wit and attacks Bikura. And we've got Headless Knight attacking, but reinforcement increases Wicked Phantom's attack, and Headless Knight goes to the grave. Really, Josh needs to summon out another monster to actually help him out to deal more damage. And he's got Maju. He's got Beam River in his Beam River magic card in his hand. He only needs the monster card now, and he's able to summon it. And it looks like Bikura has actually got a leg up, pardon the pun, and an attack. Both duelists are very quick. Oh, and Fisher destroys the Goblin, but Black Pendant will give 500 damage to Josh. The next 100 nearly wipes out Bikura's life points. And we get a monster coming back in defensive mode, and Mystic Tomato face down in defensive mode. And we've got Black Pendant increasing Neck Hunter's attack points of 22,250 attacks. And we've got Gross Ghost face down in the defensive mode. And Gross Ghost goes to the grave. Oh, and Bikura is just placed down his Man-Eater Bug. And Bikura attacks Man-Eater Bug. What were you thinking? I know what you were thinking. But why didn't you start attacking the other face down monster? In his hand, could it be 2 feet, 1 Theme River and spell charge? Oh, and Widespread Ruin destroys the tomato. And Josh draws and places a card face down. Ow. Both duelists have tried to summon the monster, but nothing is going at the moment. And we get Rioran in attack. And Rioran wins Josh the duel, and we'll go to match 2 right now. See you then. And let's begin the second match. Bikura needs to win this to do the tiebreaker, but if Josh wins, he goes to the semi-finals for either fighting Duke or Yugioh. But let's begin the duel. And looking at Bikora's hand, he does have a good strategy, but can he play it? If I was me, I would use Fisher first. Mystic. Oh, change of heart's even better. And the first damage goes to Josh. To be honest, I would actually use Fisher in that or getting rid of Mystic Tomato. But that's just me. We got Mystic Typhoon destroying the Black Pendant, giving Bikora 500 damage. But Bikora activates his reinforcement, increasing Mystic Tomato attack points by 1,900. But you have to remember, every time Josh has more cards on the field, he has more chance to summon out his ritual monster. And Fisher takes out the Mystic Tomato. Tomato? A Mystic Tomato goes to the grave, and we get a gross ghost in attack. And we've got any change it face down. Clever move. And we got Mystic Tomato powering up and doing 400% damage. If Josh has a pan, he should use it quick. And energy chain activates. The AI is actually learning not to play it straight away. Got Marjorie. And we got change as well. That chain detonation dealing damage to Josh. And Marjorie destroys both ghosts. Sadly to say, if Josh doesn't start winning this match, he's going to lose a lot of life points. And just Dessert takes another all but widespread ruin that destroys Mystic Tomato. And Black Pendant deals another 500 damage to Josh, leaving with only one turn left to play one card. Will that one card be enough? And he brings back Monster Reborn to bring back Snake Hair. This means Josh will not be able to play any more cards. These 3 cards on the field are the only 3 he'll allow to use for the rest of this duel. Will he hold up to the pressure? We'll have to find out. I do feel sorry for Josh having a handful of cards. Might even have his ritual monster, but sadly to say, we might not see that. And any chain activates again and activates Black Pendant. Even if Josh could defend that attack, if destroying the portrait would have mean ending the duel anyway. But let's go to the tiebreaker event. Let's begin the tiebreaker event. Bikora versus Josh. We will actually see who goes through to the next round. The burn deck of Bikora or the ritual monster card of Josh. My hands is on Bikora, but Josh has shown that his ritual monster is nothing to laugh about. And Bikora is playing very defensive. Is it playing very already started doing burns at Josh's field. And Josh has just lost a lot of life points for 4 cards? No, 3 cards. Oh, Bikora loses 500 life points. Then, and realistically, because Josh has lost 3,000 life points already in the second turn. That's not really something you want to brag about when you got life points that low already. And we got Duel with an Appetite in attack mode, gonna deal at least 1,600 damage. Bloody hell, Josh, you need to calm down on summoning, putting cards down. You're gonna destroy yourself before you be able to win the duel. And Just Desserts takes out 1,500. Even if Bakura, he just needs a... Wow. This duel's going to the time, literally, to the remaining life points. This means Bakura can only play a handful of more cards. But sadly to say, Bakura can only play one card. Wow. Oh, and just with... Sometimes these AI need to learn when not to play a card. And sadly to say, the winner of the duel is Josh. That means Josh moved to the semi-finals, and we'll see who he faces in the semi-finals, either Duke or Yugi.
You failed me, but your body will be mine, my foolish host.
Josh moves to the semi-finals. Now let's go on to the next match. Duke Devlin versus Yugi. Let's time to duel. And we begin the final matches for round 2. Duke versus Yugi. And it's going to be one of them matches I truly am shocked that we're getting. This is the second anime duel that we get. So, my predictions, Yugi might get the win. But Duke has a way to getting strong monsters out like the click of your fingers, so it's going to be one of them matches. And we've got Celtic Guardian attacking Dark Assailant, while the face down card for Duke is Java Greed. And Dark Assailant gets summoned on Yugi's side. And Yugi plays his three cards face down. Sorry about that, I decup. Oh, we get Strike Ninja. But Widespread Ruin destroys it. But we got Monster Reborn bringing back Strike Ninja, but Magic Jammer stops it in its tracks. And we get Summon Dice. By sacrificing 1,000 life points, he can not summon a monster because it didn't work. So 1 or 2 allows you to normal summon one monster. 3 and 4 allows you to summon a monster from the grave. 5 or 6 lets you summon a high level monster. Oh, and Duke is down to 3,200 life points thanks to Silver Fang, Celtic Guardian, and Dark Assailant. But only tanks can join the field. And if I was Yugi, I would just clash and I'd do as much damage as I could. Oh, and we got Brain Control. Spell him first match sooner than we all thought. And the winner of the first match is Yugi. It's time to go to match 2. Let's begin round 2. And let's see if Duke can win this match. If he does, we go to the tiebreaker. But if Yugi wins, he goes to the semi-final to fight Josh. It's time to duel. And looking at Duke's hand, it's going to be a hard one for him. But lucky enough, he's got not that one, gold dice. And it looks like he will need it right away. Hopefully he needs a 3 or 4. Oh, and he gets a 3. First damage will go to Yugi with 200 life points. But Duke does lose 500. And Strike Ninja and Giant Rapid Rat attacks Yugi directly, leaving Yugi only with 4,700 life points. And we get Dust Tornado destroying Castle Wall. Not a big loss, but it's a loss altogether. And we've got Mystic Tomato attacking Giant Rat, and both of them will summon a card from both their decks. And we get Oni Tank and Mystic Tomato. And Oni Tank goes to the grave while Mystic Tomato goes to the grave. And Summon Dice is either 3 or 4. And he gets a 1, as I need to say. When you need a 3 or 4, you don't seem to get it. And As life points stay the same, we get another giant rat to the field. Looks like Duke is actually getting some good luck, but Mr. Dictator activates and summons the Black Fire Dragon. And Yugioh only lost 200 life points, but he hasn't been able to actually keep up the attack like he did in the last duel. But sadly to say, oh no, never mind. Oh, and what a shame. We lose Yugioh the Relentless, but Polymerization has saved him, and Karibo saves Yugi with Karibo. And Misty Typhoon destroys Monster Reborn brings back Yugioh the Relentless in attack mode. Now, like I said in the previous duel with Duke, Yugioh is one of the powerful cards in this tournament. And the only card what could actually beat it is actually not in Yugi's deck. Mystic Typhoon stems. We can only hope that one of them two face down cards is either Widespread Ruin or Mirror Force. And we get Widespread Ruin destroying Yugioh the Relentless with Wabakul holding off an attack or Yugi should never see coming. Yugi needs a strong monster in his hand. He only has one more turn before he gets brain control. But sadly to say, with all the strong monsters out on the field, it might not come to that conclusion. But that face down card that Yugi played might be the Mystic Elf or Giant Soldier or Stones. That means either Duke gets very lucky and gets Yugioh the Relentless again, or in the activate brain control, bringing Strike Ninja to Yugi. And lucky for Yugi, he destroys both Strike Ninja in one attack. I think that's, if I believe I was right, that's both Yugioh, both Strike Ninjas in Duke's deck. So Duke has to find another way to get his boss monster out. But why did Yugi put Soldier Stone in attack mode? But he activates reinforcements that gives the monster 500. But this means he needs a 6 or 5 to actually keep up, and he gets a 5 and deals 100 damage. But now Yugi is facing that consequence with Duke winning the second match. We go to the tiebreaker. We'll see you then. Let's start the tiebreaker events. Duke versus Yugi. Let's see who goes on to the semi-finals to face Josh. Let's begin the duel. Now, my predictions on who wins this is really on who gets the boss monster first and who gets to summon their boss monster. Yugi has the most easiest one to summon, but Duke has the most easiest one to summon as well. But sadly to say, the cards are not. Oh, and Dropper sends Pottery to the grave. Bad time for Yugi. And Giant Rat. Widespread Ruin gets rid of Giant Rat. So only tanks by itself on the field with a face down card. I'm going to guess it's Reinforcement or Castle Defense. And we got Corey Dragon doing 1,500 damage. And we got Fisher destroying Corey Dragon. And we got another Giant Rat going to the grave. If this keeps up, either one of these duelists are going to run out of monster cards. But not this time soon. But Yugi wasn't able to summon anything. And we got the Dark Assailant. And we got one and it failed. And Yugi loses 1,200 life points, putting them both on equal footing. And we got Brain Control, bringing Dark Assailant to the other side. doing 1,200. Their life points are only 300 points apart. This duel is on fire. And Dark will say that attacks again, leaving Yugioh with only 3,400 life points. This is even heartbreaking. This is... Oh, we've got a fish destroying Dark Assailant. And Yugioh wasn't able to put down a card. And we've got Gyroid in attack mode doing another 1,200 life points. Come on, Yugioh. Part of the cards, draw a monster card. And Yugioh summons Mammoth. Summon Mammoth of the Graveyard in attack mode. Oh, and he activates Graceful Dash, but reinforcements try to boost up Mammoth of the Grave's life attack points. Oh, and Duke wasn't very lucky in his dice roll. Both duelists are at the near limit of life points. And we've got Beaver Warrior and Mammoth Grave attacking, but only dropping Duke down to his fifth, only leaving him with 1,500 life points remaining. But sadly to say, the cards weren't with Duke in this match, and the person will be moving on is Yugioh, going on to the semi-finals to face Josh. I'll see everyone soon. The second round has included, so the semi-final matches will be Imori versus Jessica, Josh versus Yugioh. Let's go into the next episode where we find out who goes to the finals. Have a happy day, everybody.